This is triage. The AT&T network is a disaster and getting worse. The fact that there's not a massive class action suit and we're all not getting our AT&T phones for free right now is beyond me. If anybody ever deserved to be sued, like to the point of absurdity, it's AT&T. I pay $90 a month for AT&T, and I get about $9 worth of service. Anybody who's got an iPhone is getting absolutely ripped off by AT&T.
I can't use my phone in my own apartment.
It's unusable. And I carry a Verizon MiFi with me, which is usable. My iPad and my iPhone connect to it. Many, many times in the last month, I have my AT&T is crawling on both devices. I take out my MiFi, and I use my products over MiFi. So basically, I'm paying $25 on one and $90 on. I'm paying like $100 a month, $1,200 a year, and I got to use a second service, Verizon, to make it work. I could tell you, Verizon works much better in my experience than AT&T.
Yeah,
AT&T should kill themselves, and Verizon. And the fact that Verizon's not built into the iPad is kind of silly, but. So that's why it's triage. They were probably planning on doing this in January, and they said, you know what, screw it, let's just sell a MiFi with it, because the MiFi probably is not selling, because people don't understand how awesome it is. But I did hear inside information in AT&T's defense, not that they're defendable, because they're a disaster. I mean, they should literally send every single person who has AT&T and an iPhone should literally get half price until they fix these problems. And the fact that somebody should go out there and make a website called Half Price AT&T. You're giving us half the service. We want half price.
Go to GoDaddy right now.
Somebody go to GoDaddy and get .co, AT&T, half price, and start a petition.
Start this campaign.
AT&T halfprice.co or com, whatever it is. Buy it at GoDaddy, and I will tweet it. And let's get like 1 million AT&T customers to just sign this thing, and then let's get a bunch of these trolling, horrible people known as. Those lawyers, what are they called? The lawyers who do the
class action guys?
Yeah, let's get those horrible class action people and actually make them do something good, like get us all half.
Ambulance chasers? Is that the term?
Yeah, those terrible people. And, but anyway, an insider in another company told me, or just another insider, let's just leave it at that, said the amount of YouTube video consumption and uploads to YouTube is what's caused the majority of the problem right now. People on the iPhone 4 and the iPhone 3G, but the iPhone 4 with the HD, people are consuming many, many, many more videos on their phones than anybody ever anticipated, and uploading many more than anybody anticipated. So the network will never be solved. There is no solution to AT&T's problems other than putting this device and spreading it out across the other carriers, or giving every single person one of those free routers. AT&T must give they should just send everybody a router, whether they ask for it or not. When you buy the iPhone, you should get that goddamn $20, $30 router that puts you over the Wi-Fi when you're home.
Right, yeah.
Because that will take some stress off the network.
A little bit, yeah.
But AT&T is a complete disaster. I'm disgusted with them as a customer. As a customer.
It is. It's a horrible experience. And actually, when you drop a call now, usually you'll call back and the person will be like, oh, you're on AT&T. It's shorthand now.
I mean,
it's understood.
AT&T equals fail. So from now on, don't even just say like, oh my God, you did a job. Oh God, that just cost me $10.
That is, yes, that's.
Oh.
20 bucks. We're gonna get like a jar. I'll make up a jar. We just have to figure out what to have it. That's $20 right there.
I'm gonna pay for my next 3 in advance.
And it's at 1 hour and 1 minute to the.
Can we get a jar in here? I'm gonna put the hundo in. I'm gonna put it on 3. Basically, every time I curse on the show, it's $10 goes in the jar. They have to go edit, and then these guys are all gonna go to drinks on me. So that pays for my next 3.
Okay.
I had 3 on account.
Right.
Tyler, any comments on this?
On AT&T?
Yeah.
To some extent, the problem, I've spoken with somebody who's like a scientist there, and they were saying how it's purely political in terms of the number of towers that they're allowed to put up. Because simultaneously, you want better service, but you don't want a tower
Big, ugly
next to your house.
Towers in your neighborhood, yeah.
So, and they want to put towers there. They got the money. They're willing to put them there. And the cities are saying, no, you can't put these towers here. So there's a real pickle there.
Anyway. Barry, any thoughts?
No.
How's AT&T trading on your SecondMarket? you wouldn't allow a company like that on SecondMarket.
Well, they're on First Market, right? And they're in the market.
Yeah. I mean, really, this is a message to the CEO and the entire board and executives of AT&T. You should. I know you're embarrassed by your service, but you really should commit seppuku. Somebody in the company should literally take a samurai sword and gut themselves. Or you should give every AT&T customer a refund for the last 3 months of horrible service and charge us $1 for the service that you're providing going forward because it's that pathetic. End of message.